Hey guys, welcome back to another battle report from Twisted Dice. Today I've got Fraser, who's come and joined us into the channel.
Hiya.
What are you bringing to play with today, Fraser?
I'm bringing my Death Guard.
Not looking forward to this one. I've already had a little pre-sneak of what he's bringing in the list. It does look really, really good. Hopefully, see how it plays. We've got the tournament coming up on the 9th of September, so Fraser wanted to give this a good opportunity to give it a try. So I've put together a nice little corn list with the Chaos Space Marines, looking to give that a little try. Bringing one of my little toys in, the Lord of Skulls, so really looking forward to having that on the game on the channel. It's
going to be interesting.
Yeah, so Knight versus Lord of Skulls. I think we'll find out which one is the supreme winner, hopefully. So let's get into the missions. Let's go through. Let's go through the armies, show you what we've got with regards to the armies, and then we'll go through what we're going to do for the missions.
So on the right we have a battalion of Nurgle demons. We have at the back 2 Poxbringers as the HQs, 2 squads of Nurglings and a squad of 29 Plague Bearers. On the left we have a Outrider detachment. We have 3 Fetid Bloat drones armed with the Plague Spitters, a Demon Prince, Malignant Plague Caster, and in the back Super Auxiliary Heavy Detachment, a Renegade Knight.
Welcome to my battalion. In my battalion I'm going to go with Chaos Space Marines, and I am going to go with the World Eaters trait. So in my battalion I've got my HQ. I'm going with 2 Demon Princes. One is armed with Metallons and the other one is armed with an axe. And then I've also got an Exalted Champion, hopefully to get him up close to re-roll my failed wounds. And then moving over to the troops, I've got 1 big squad of 20 of the Cultists, and I've got 2 squads of 1 squad of 5 armed with a plasma gun, and then 1 squad of 6 also armed with a plasma gun, but the captain is armed with a power fist. Going over to the fast attack, I've got 2 squads of 3 bikes, both of them armed with 1 melter gun each and 1 flamer. And then going over to the heavy support, going in with a Chaos Predator armed with twin link las cannon on top and 2 side las cannons. And then for my Lord of War, I'm going in with the Lord of Skulls himself. Haven't had a chance to play with him for a while. He feels like he's being neglected in the cupboard, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity to get him out onto the channel. So let's move over to the first turn and let's see how the deployment's going to look. So at the new ICT pack, we are going with scenario 1, which is 6 objectives. So we've got 2 on the outside and then 2 into the center. To get the bonus point, you've got to hold 5 objectives to score the bonus point. So it's going to make it, so it's a little bit changed. It's going to make it a little bit tricky, but it can be done if you have big squads of troops. So let's start moving into deployment and see where we're going to set up. Both armies have been set. Fraser did set up first, and he has positioned himself over on the other side. As with the corn, we position ourselves up from here. So what we've got going on, so over on the demons, on the Nurgle side, sorry, we've got a little bit of the conga line going on with the Nurgling, not with the Nurgling, with the Plague Bearer, sorry. It's going to be really hard to shift them with the -1 to hit on them at the moment. He's been cheeky, he's pulled the Nurgling onto the objectives, so it means I do have to deal with them, but it could give me an easy first kill. And then for myself, I've kind of done something similar. So I've got my Cultists pulling around there, which is just giving me that bit of that meat shield on the Demon Princes, just in case I don't get turn 1. At least that allows me then to make them survive a little bit longer. So only sitting on 8 command points at the beginning, and as with Fraser, he's sitting on with 9. I think we both need those command points to start passing rail checks and for casting off anything nasty we want to pull off. So let's do that all important roll off to see who goes first. So I'm going to be getting the +1. For a 6.
And a 6. You get +1.
That is awesome. So that means I get to go first. So let's go into movement. So for end movement for the Chaos Khorne side, the Predator stayed still. The troops have just started pulling themselves forward to start obtaining the objectives. The bikes and the cultists have pulled themselves forward to try to take on the Nurglin. Should be pretty easy. Lord of Skulls has pulled himself up with his eyes firmly set on some beautiful targets here. And then the Demon Prince has just pulled himself into there just in case nothing else can destroy Nurglins. Hopefully the Demon Prince should be able to take it on. And then the other Demon Prince is just carrying behind a big building, which is my Warlord. So let's go into shooting. First thing to shoot, we're going to use the Predator, and he's going to shoot off one of the Blight drones. So we're going to go for the one, I'm going to go with this little fella just here. So we'll go with the las cannons. So 4 las cannon shots, hasn't moved, hitting on freeze, and 2 do miss. And then needing freeze.
Yeah.
So 2 do go through. So it's going to put you straight onto your invuln save.
And it is demonic, so it's a 5-up invulnerable save. And he saves both of them.
That is a kick in the teeth. So we'll go with let's go with the Walk Bolter from the Demon Prince into Nurglin there. So needing 2s. And 1 wound, sir.
1 wound.
So there is a minus. There is a minus on these. So it is -1, 2 damage.
So it's demonic. No, and 2 damage.
Yeah,
so 1 goes down to 2 wounds because they don't have disgusting resilience.
Oh, do they not?
No, it's only on damage characteristics of 1.
Ah, okay. So just 2 damage. Cool. Next one to fire is going to be the Skull Lord himself. Going to go into the same target. So we're going to do the Gatling cannon into that one, into this one just here, and then we're going to go with the Gorestall cannon, and I'll do it into the one into the middle. So let's do the Gatling cannon first. So needing freeze, and then freeze again. Ah, Demon Prince. I forgot about that. We get some reroll. So did nearly forget the Demon Prince is right next to him, so I can reroll the 1s. So reroll 2 more. So 1 more goes through. And then needing freeze to wound. So that's pretty good. So only 1 misses. So straight in with a demonic save.
Save 3.
So 5 do go through, and that is on the Gatling cannon 2 damage each.
So 10 disgusting resilience. And that is 3 of there, so 7 wounds.
Cool. And how many's he got in total? 10, is it?
He starts with 10, yeah.
Ouch. So not quite enough to pop one of those.
But he has degraded.
Which is good. I really did need to kill something though. So we're going to go with the Demon Forge, Demon Gore, sorry, cannon, which is going onto this the one to the side. Should have really targeted everything on 1. Need to start learning my lesson on this. So for 3, automatically hits. So then we're going to be wounding on freeze. So 2 go through. So 2 invulnerable saves first of all.
No.
So both go through, which is awesome. So that's 6 damage.
And only 1 save, so that's 5 more wounds. Does he explode?
No, that was, sorry mate, that was on another one, so that wasn't, I split
this one?
Yeah, so I split my targets up there.
Sorry.
This is a bit silly, so I should have dedicated all my shots into 1, and I didn't, so.
Okay.
Bit silly.
So
but
that was 6, 7 wounds, was it?
5 wounds on 1.
5 wounds on 1.
Cool, so we'll move on to the next unit to shoot. we are going to go with Warp Bolter onto those. So 2 shots, reroll on the ones. 2 more wounds, sir. So straight into your invuns.
Saved them both.
You shrugged it off like a true champ.
Cool.
Cultists next. Cultists are going to shoot their pistols straight into the Nurgling. So re-rolling my ones, so 3s don't hit, which is a shame. So let's get rid of all the misses. And let's go 4s. Toughness 2. Oh, 3s. Cool. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 saves, sir.
9 saves. 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 demonics. And there's 4. And they are 1 damage apiece, yeah? So disgustingly resilient. And we get another 2, so 3 wounds go through. So one of them is down to 1 wound.
So next up we're going to do the bikes, so just going to go straight in. So we're going to do both the flamers at the same time. So 2d6, so 1 cocked, so 5, so that's 10 dice. So being with the flamers, they automatically hit, so needing freeze, which is not good actually, but okay, so that is 5 saves on the Nurgling, if that is possible. Only 1 damage apiece.
So 5 demonics to start, and we've got 2 of them, and then we've got disgustingly resilient, and we get another one.
So 1 base,
so
and
1 dies and 1 on 3 wounds.
They are really, really tough for me to shift. So going on with 2 metal guns, so freeze, so 2 hit, and then 2s, so 2 do go through, so it's 2 invulnerable saves there.
1 saved.
And 1 goes through. So with the melter, let's see, so 2 dice and discard the lowest. So 3, so 3 disgusting, is it? Oh no, it won't be.
No, it won't be.
So it'll just be.
So it's just 1 more goes pop.
Awesome. So let's now start counting up the guns on the bikes. Then last but not least, going with the combi guns on the bike. So that's rapid fire, 2 shots, so that's 4 shots being rapid fire. So re-rolling the 1s because the demon prints, and let's get rid of the misses. And then freeze. No, it won't. It'd be 2s because you're.
That's 2.
So that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 saves on that one squad of pesky Nurgling. That seems to be playing a pain in my bottom.
So 9 demonic saves, and we make 2. 1 damage apiece, so disgustingly resilient. And only
just
3 wounds go through, so he's still sitting there with 1 wound.
You've got to be kidding me. That is one pesky
That's
little
one
Nurgling.
tough little Nurgling.
Gee, I've got nothing else I can. Yeah, no, I have. Yeah, I have. So let's work out which ones of these can see the Nurgling. So I'm going to go with the Chaos Space Marines here, shooting into Nurgling. So the white one is going to be the plasma gun. So needing freeze. Oh, this is how it goes. Okay, so that is 3 wounds.
No saves, no demonic saves on that one.
You do get your disgusting resilience.
Okay.
So only characteristics that damage of 1.
So
that is enough to kill
1,
it.
and he unfortunately dies.
So that does score me 1 point for first blood or first strike, which is really good. I think that is pretty much going to be everything that can shoot. I don't think anything else can. Let's just work out whether they can see anything. Ooh. If I don't fall over in the studio, which will be funny as anything. Cool. Let's start working out what I'm going to go in with combat. Okay, so first things first, we're 12 inches away from there, so I need 11 to get him.
Yep.
I'm going to risk it. He can't overwatch me because I'm too far away for him to overwatch, so it's worth going for it. So I'm going to go for the centre one. So for 9, do I command dice this? I'm gonna risk it. There's a possibility it could do it. Nope.
It's even worse.
That's terrible. Okay, Demon Prince here is going to charge into the Nurgling. Can't really miss, but we'll do it for the sake of it. And we'll pop him down to there. And that is all that's going to declare a charge at the moment. So 4 attacks basic, +1 for being corn, and then 3 for the site for the talons. So I'm going to need 2 to hit. Re-rolling the ones. God, look at that, 4 1s straight off from the bounce. Good job, we can re-roll those. So they all do hit. Let's chuck that away. And then 2s to wound. So apart from the 1, that is not bad. So 7 saves on the Nurglings.
And none. Don't make any.
Alright, so that is 2 damage apiece.
So they don't make disgusting resilience.
And a movement for the Nurgle. I believe we've got some flyers are starting to pull themselves forward. I think they've got their eyes set on something. And over here we've got the knight. Has he moved himself forward a little bit?
He has moved himself forward. He's moved himself just to cover the objective and target Mr. Skull himself.
Oh, you're going to really get him up, wound up.
Yeah,
okay.
we've got to wind him up.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Over here, we did advance a big 1 old inch, just slowly getting closer to the thing. So let's start going into the psychic phase.
So the playcaster is going to cast Smite onto the Prince,
which does go off.
Goes off and does 3 wounds.
Ouch, so 3 mortal wounds straight away onto him, which is not good for me. And then the next one.
The Herald is going to cast Smite on the bikes, which goes off again.
Yep.
Doing 2 wounds.
So 1 bike is gone.
And the Prince is going to cast Smite on the same unit of bikes,
which
doesn't fails.
And then the last Psyker, is he going to
He's
cast?
out of range.
But is he going to cast anything else?
Yeah, actually he's going to cast Miasma of Pestilence onto the...
To the big squad, yep.
Onto the big squad, yeah.
So for those who haven't not aware of the Psychic spell, that gives it -1 to hit. So they're already -1 to hit because they're a big squad. So that Psychic spell going off will now make them -2, which makes them really hard to hit. So what do you need to get it off?
It's a 6 to go off.
You nail it. You really wanted that on
Goes
Smite.
off, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the main thing is you get it off, so it makes that unit hard to hit.
Yeah. What?
So going to be going into the blighted drone's going to be shooting next. So which one are you going to shoot first?
We'll shoot this guy first. He's going to target the Lord of Skulls.
Yep.
See how many shots we do. We do 10 shots. 6.
So at the moment he's strength 7, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes. So these are auto hits.
Needing 5s.
That's not too bad. 4, 6.
6 saves. Any minuses on it?
I'm not 100% sure.
So -1 to the saving throw for the Lord of Skulls. So 6 4-ups on the Lord of Skulls. And he takes 4 damage. The next one.
So the middle guy is going to shoot at the Prince. And we are going to do 3 shots.
So now with this one, is his characteristics, his strength's gone down on this one, hasn't he? Because of the amount of wounds he's lost?
Yeah, he's down to the middle, so his strength is 5.
Okay, so once again, just need him 5s to win Demon Prince. for nothing.
Wounds.
And then the next one.
Same guy. This guy is going to shoot at the same prince for 3 shots again. And he is degraded to his middle one as well, so it's 5s again. And no wounds.
Cool. I'm happy with that, sir.
Yeah, I'm not.
What are you not?
I should have done more wounds with that. Should have got more shots off.
Next unit to shoot is going to be the almighty knight himself, the old Mr. Renegade.
Yeah.
So talk us through what's going to shoot and where's it going to shoot and why.
So the Gatling cannon is going to shoot into the cultists to try and take out a few of those. The battle cannon and the heavy stubbers are going to shoot into the prince, and the storm spear rocket pod is going to shoot into the bikes.
Cool. So what were we going to shoot first?
So we will shoot with the Gatling cannon first into these guys. So it's 12 shots. Hitting on 3s. And it is strength 6.
2s.
So 2s to wound. And they all wound.
Cool. So 7 cultists dead so far.
The storm spear rocket pod next over into the bikes. And they all hit as well. And this is a strength 8, so 2s again.
A 3s.
3s. So only 1.
Minus?
It is -2.
So 5 up. Goes through and damage on it.
D6. Only 2 damage.
So that's another bike gone.
So we'll fire the battle cannon next, and that is 2d6 for 8 shots. And this is hitting on 3s. And strength 8.
So 3s again.
So 3 go through.
So 3 invulnerable saves coming up. And not 1.
Not 1. So it's D3 damage each. So it's 3.
So he's dead.
6. 9 wounds.
Why can't I have just rolled that for my invulnerable saves? So that does give you a point for old school, which is pretty cool. And is there anything else left to shoot? It's going to be the question.
No, my stubbers were going to shoot into him if the battle cannon failed.
I think the battle cannon done what it needs to do. Okay, are you going to declare any assaults? Oh, yes, any assaults. Or have you got anything else to shoot? I think that is it.
That is it for shooting. I am not going to declare any assaults because I don't want to get shot down on my bloat drones.
It would be a good little go.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't.
Cool. So at the end of that round, so hold. So for me with the objectives, hold the ground. I scored 2 at the end of that. So yourself, you scored 1 unit.
I killed 1 unit. Yeah.
Yep. So you hold 1 and score 1.
I hold 2.
You hold 2, and
yeah.
I hold 2. So no one gets the bonus on that. But I have killed more, so I do get the bonus on the kill more.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's not a bad first round. Let's now move into the chaos. That Corn Space Marines, turn 2. End of movement for Chaos Space Marines. So the Demon Prince has pulled himself over. So moving the Lord of Skulls forward, so when it comes to combat, the Lord of Skulls can then push himself in there, soak up the firepower for the Demon Prince to jump in. The Predator has stayed still, and then I've used 2 command points to so failed morale, lost 6 more on the Chaos Cultists, used 2 command points to bring them back in at full strength, and I've done so at the back. So plan is for that is to take out the horrible little Poxbringer to get rid of that -1's hit, because at the moment that squad's really horrible. The bikes have pulled themselves up within flame range to just try to thin down some of those numbers. We've got to try to take at least 10 of those off to get the -1's hit to go. And then over here, these are still staying put to hold the objectives. And then into the centre, the Exalted Champion has just pulled himself up, so he's advanced and he's holding that objective at the moment. So let's move into my shooting. I wish I had Psychic this spell, it's a phase, so a couple of smites could be really handy, but I don't. So we're going to go into shooting. So going to go with the Predator first of all. We're going to go las cannons straight into the Chaos Knight. So 4 dice, needing freeze, all hit, needing freeze to wound. So that is 3 wounds. So sorry, 4 wounds. So 4 invulnerable saves there. 5 up. So 2 do go through. So now I need 2 big numbers. So 2 6s would be quite cool right now.
2 1s would be better.
I like that. 11 wounds onto that knight.
Oof.
So that
down to 13 wounds.
That's awesome. I'm really happy with that. That's really cool. Let's work out what we're going. So we're going to go with the Warp Bolter next into the Plague Drone with the fewest wounds. So we'll go with the one towards the end here. So it's got 3 left. So needing 2s and then needing 5s. No wounds. So let's work out if these guys are in range and we'll start aiming up. Next squad's going to shoot is going to be the Chaos Space Marines themselves. Are going to shoot on the one with the 3 wounds. So I'm going to overcharge the plasma. So the white being the plasma, being within 6 inches, I can re-roll the 1, so it makes it safer. So all hits so far. That's good. So the white one needs 3s, and then the black ones need 5s. That's not bad at all. So 1 normal save, sir, at no minuses, and then the plasma is overcooked. Normal save first of all.
3 up. No.
And then going into your invulnerable save.
No.
Which doesn't save. Now being a plasma, overcharging, that is 2 damage. So 2 disgusting resilience I'm taking.
Yeah. No.
She doesn't save, so that puts him down to 1
wound
wound left. Again, another really good bit of shooting. I'm really happy with that. Let's move over with the bikes. I'm going to go with the Flamer on its own into the plate
Bearers.
D6 shots for 6. God, these dice are hot today. Okay, so needing 3s. So 4 saves, sir. No minuses. Which should be your invuln save anyway.
Only 1 demonic save.
And then 3 disgusting resilience.
Yeah. And we don't save any of them.
So that's the sign of things starting to slow down for him. So he's now going to shoot off with his bolt of the combat bolt from the gun. So 4 shots, rapid firing. So 3 go through. 2 more. No, sorry.
These guys are still -2.
Yeah, -2. So let me just check. So there's actually no hits from the combi bolts went off. So that's my bad. Completely forgot about the -2. So minus lapse of concentration. So we're going with the next flamer. So D6 for 5. So 3s. And wouldn't it be 4s because you're toughness 4, aren't you?
Yeah.
So 3 saves, sir.
Saves 1 and 2 disgusting and resilience. We don't get either of those. Disgusting is not disgusting for me today.
2 more bite the dust. So we're going to go in with the melter gun. So needing 5s. Nope. And then we're going to go with the guns next on the bikes. So need 4 more dice. It's a lot of shots. So needing 5s. So that's only 4 go through with 2 normal saves. And he loves it. He shrugs it off like a true
They're back
champ.
again.
Right, let's see if these are in range. So over here, they're all in range. So the white one, so the black one's going to be the plasma. So need 5s again. So only 1 goes through. Normal save and doesn't wound. So they are some tough little cookies. What else are we going to shoot? The last thing left to shoot is going to be the old big boy himself. And I'm going to go with Gatling cannon on the one with 5 wounds left, and the other one is going to go onto the 1 wound. So Gatling's going to go on the middle, onto that one there, and then the other gun is going to be shooting onto the one with 1 wound left. So needing 3s, re-rolling the 1. So this is the Gatling. To the one in the centre, and re-roll those. Just get rid of all needing 3s. So that's 3 gone through.
So are they just standard?
So straight into your invuns.
So we saved 1.
So that is 2 damage apiece. So it's 4 damage.
4 disgustingly resilience. We saved 2. So he takes off his last wound, but does he explode?
So the Gatling cannon's the one going into the middle, mate.
Into the middle?
Yeah, that's the one into the middle. So he's still got he's still got 3 wounds on that one. 3
wounds. Sorry.
No, that's all right. And then the other gun, which is D6 shots onto the one with 1 wound. For 4, so 4 hit. So then that's 3 more in vulnerable saves.
All 5s and 6s.
So 1 goes through.
1 goes through.
Now this is 3 damage, so 3 disgusting resilience. He does go. Does he blow up?
Does he blow up this time? He does. He blows up on a 4 up.
Now is that everything in radius, or has it got something special?
Within
6 inches. So he has blown up. 7 inches around him. Takes a mortal wound. So straight away that will put him back down to the 4 wounds. So because the demon, it will not die. He got 1 wound back. So now it does put him back to 4. So then put your knight down to the half bracket now, is that, am I right?
12 wounds, yeah.
That's really good. Was the demon prince in range? That'll be the quick question. No, we're safe on that.
No.
And it's just that one.
He is down to 9 wounds now.
So that was really cool, watching them explode. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
But that is all my shooting. Let's now start thinking about lining up things for combat. Nearly did forget about the cultists at the back. So 20 pistols, which is going to be shooting into that one little poxbringer on his own. So 4s followed by 5s. So followed by 5s. For 1. No mine, this is, I think I put you straight into your invine anyway, is that correct?
He has a 6 up save, so it's demonic 5 up. No. And is he disgustingly resilient? He's
not for you today, so just 1 win. That's terrible.
He's down to 3.
So now that is definitely the time to move into combat. So the first thing to go into combat is going to be Lord of Skulls, and he's going to charge into both of those two horrible little, forgotten what they're called,
fetid bloat drones.
Fetid bloat drones. You heard it here. Fetid bloat drones. Things that spit out garbage at you as you charge it. So are we going to do some Overwatch, sir?
We are going to do some Overwatch. Now, we get 10 shots on that one. 6, 8, 10. Now they auto hit.
Yep, and the strength of him at the moment.
The strength of him at the moment is... When's he got?
2.
2. He is strength 4.
So this is going to be 6s.
Let's see him. 1.
So 1 at 4 up. Saves it. And then the next one, which has got only lost 1 wound, so he's still at strength 7. For 6
shots.
And then for 5s.
For 1 again.
So can we save this one?
Actually, it's a plague weapon, so I can re-roll the 1s. And it comes off.
So 3 more to go through. Really can't fail the charge on that, but we're going to roll it anyway for 4. So he's just going to go charge himself up to there. Demon Prince, he's going to be charging straight into that one for 3. We're going to use a command point to re-roll one of those for 8. Over in the back corner, the cultists are going to charge. Do I or do I not? That's going to be the question. They're going to have a go at charging the Poxbringer on his own. Let's multi-charge. Let's do the Demon Prince as well, because he's just going to jump in for the sake of it anyway. So 2 dice and need a 9 to be in base contact. And I'm there with an 8. And then I'm going to do... We'll leave it as that at the moment, because I think I'll do better in Overwatch going for those than anything else. So let me move those cultists in, and then we'll start around the combat. Demon Prince is going to have a swing first of all. So because he's got an artifact, the Axe of Blind Fury, I'm not -1 to hit. However, any ones I cannot re-roll, and they do go within anything within an inch of my own, which thankfully I've measured myself out, and nothing's within 1 inch, so they will just be wasted. But it's cool. We're going to get all 2, so it's fine. So he's attacking into him, and there's 2-1 straight away, which is not good, and now needing 3s. So 2 invulnerable saves, sir. So 1 goes through.
1 goes through.
3 damage.
3 disgustingly resilience. We don't make any.
Cool. So that does now pop him down to 6 wounds, is it?
Yeah.
Lord of Skulls, he at the moment has got 4 attacks, and I'm going to go for smash characteristics. So I'm going to do one attack onto him, 3 attacks. I'm going to do 2 and 2 actually. So let's do it. So 2. Yeah, 2 and 2. So the white ones are going onto him, black ones onto him.
Okay.
They all hit. Now needing 2s. So 2 invulnerable saves on each one. So which one's this one going to be?
So we'll go for the black ones. We're on this guy.
Yep. Doesn't go through.
Any.
Now, this is a horrible weapon, and I believe it is 6 damage a piece. It is 6 damage a piece. So that's 12 disgusting resilience on him.
6, 8, 10, 12.
Now, if you manage to save all of those,
he's going to go
and rage quit. He has gone. Does he blow up?
We made 5 though. He does.
So one one more wound onto.
He's down to 5.
Him. Demon Prince will take a wound onto him as well.
He's now down to 11 wounds.
You're hurt. You just keep hurting.
Hurt myself.
And I'm guessing the spellcaster's out of range now as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then we're going to that last. So 2 invulnerable saves on that one, sir. You shrug them off like a true
Saved them both. When it's needed.
When it's needed, he's done it. Okay. So, at the end of that, I've managed to kill 2. Yeah, so only 2 at the moment that's died. And at the moment I am holding 3 objectives.
So he's going to attack back.
Yes, let's not forget about that. Who are you going to attack, sir?
I'm going to attack the Prince.
Good shout.
So we are strength 5.
So hit him
He's
first
got
of all.
2 attacks. So he's going to hit on a 4. Only 1 hit. And he's strength 5 against toughness 6. So only 5s again. And he hits. The plague probe is -2. Shrugged it off.
Like a true champ. If you can do it, I can do it too.
Like a Nurgle.
Yep, if you can do it, I can do it too. Cool. So let's now move into Nurgle's next turn. And let's see if I can withstand some shooting, some smite. End of movement for the Nurgling. For the Nurgles even. Demon Prince is chomping himself head. I think he's got some cultists in his sights.
He has indeed.
And the Plague Bearers have pulled
themselves forward slightly, along with one of the Pox Bringers.
Ooh.
The Knights just crept forward slightly. The bloke drone has come out of combat because he needs to get some shots off on that Prince.
It's a very, very good call, sir. And
the playcaster's just moved up to help cover the objective, and get in there to be able to cast some more smite.
Smite is what it's all about. Right, let's go into Psychic. So, Psychic first of all, and what are we going with first?
The Herald is going to cast Miasma of Pestilence onto the Plague Bearers, which fails. So they're only -1 to hit, not -2.
You needed that one.
I did need that. I needed that quite badly. We'll go for the Prince next. He's going to cast Smite into the Cultists, which fails as well. These dice are not going for me.
I'm glad they don't work for someone else.
And this Herald is going to cast Stream of Corruption into these guys. Now, Stream of Corruption goes off on a 5. This is the one we really need. And it goes off on 7.
So before we do anything else, just hold fire. So I'm going to use the Scorn or Sorcery. 1 command point on a 4+. I will deny that. So it's 50-50. It stops it from going off. And I needed that. So that goes.
I needed that one.
I know you did, but I didn't.
That.
So that's 1 command point, but it's well worth spending. So Smite from the next Sorcerer.
Yeah, onto the Skull. Goes off on 6.
So this would be your second Smite. Still goes off on 6, yeah.
Yep. And does 2 wounds.
2 wounds. We're really starting to pump up that.
I'm going to spend 2 command points to enable my Knight to re-roll hit rolls. Just to make it a little easier on myself.
I think it's needed, yeah, because now you're hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
It is 50-50 whether or not you're going to actually do some damage, the way we're going to actually hit. So, yeah, really good shout. Knowing to have those re-rolls, that could be really good at this point. So, what are we going to go with first? What is going to be the first unit to shoot?
Okay, so shooting, it's all going to be on this side. We are going to go with the bloat drone into the Prince. He's going to fire his 2 Plague Spitters, And this is where we need some big numbers. For 10 shots.
Wow. You like those 5s and 6s on those dice, don't you?
Yeah.
I roll them, I don't get them. You roll them all the damn time.
So this is auto hits.
These dice will be coming to a store near you soon.
Yeah.
If you're unlucky like me, you'll get 1s. If you're lucky like Fraser, you'll get 5s and 6s.
Yeah, so he's strength 5 against toughness 7, toughness 8.
Toughness 6. So 5s.
5s again. And we've got 3 hits.
So 3 4-ups.
3 wounds.
See these dice? I'm going to curse them.
All 1s, please.
So if I bless them, they don't work. First one. It's a 6. Second one. It's a 2. And it's a 5. So I lost 2 wounds. So it puts me down to 3 wounds on him. So cool. 6 wounds left.
6 wounds left.
What's going to be our next thing we're going to shoot?
So the knight is going to shoot next. And he is going to do his flamer into the Lord of Skulls.
Yep.
The Gatling cannon. Everything's going to shoot the Lord of Skulls, basically.
Very wise choice.
Except for the missile pod. The missile pod is not including the missile pod. Everything's going at him. We've got to go hell
You
for
sure?
leather. Yes.
You sure? Okay.
Everything. We've got
Let's
to try
do
and
this.
knock these wounds down. So we'll start with the Gatling cannon.
So while you count up, we'll come. So needing the almighty 4s, but
So
the 2
hitting all 4s, but re-rolling the hits, which is great because only 2 went through. That is terrible. For a mighty 4 hits.
Yeah, strength 6, isn't it?
It is a strength 6, yeah.
So you're going to need 5s.
We get 1 6.
Okay, so -2 is it?
It is -2, yeah.
So 5 up in van, and we saved it.
Oh.
It's not what you wanted to hear, I know.
No.
So let's go with the next one. So the battle cannon.
The battle cannon, 2d6. Big numbers again, please. 7 shots.
4s again.
4s again. That's better.
Re-rolling the 1s.
Re-roll them.
Cool.
That's
You could have
6.
re-rolled any number, by the way. It was just the fact there was just 2 1s there. I just...
And this
Cool.
battle cannon is...
You need 4s.
strength 8. Oh, that's a little bit better this time.
So 3 -2, so it'll be 5 ups again. So 1 goes through. Sorry, 2 go through, 1 save. So let's see what damage is. So 2d3. The first one does 2. Yeah, 2.
Yeah, 2. And 2 again, so
4
4 wounds.
damage. So that puts him up to 14 wounds gone on him. You know he's getting peed now, don't you? It's getting cross. Heavy stubbers next. Let's do it.
So 6 shots for these guys. And this is going to be 6s.
Yeah.
2 go through.
Look at that. 1 does go through.
1 goes through, and it is just
1 damage. And your rocket pods, I guess.
Flamer next.
Yeah, good shout.
So Flamer is heavy D6, only 2 shots this time. And that is a strength 5, so
1 goes
1
through.
goes through.
-1?
It is -1, yeah.
Well, we saved it.
And the rocket pod.
So 4's to hit.
Snake eyes twice. And strength 8, so 4s again. And it is a 4. So this is -2.
Saved. That's
one
one
I
almighty.
needed. That's the one I needed.
That
was D6 wounds.
You needed that. Cool. So I think that is all your shooting.
It is all my shooting. Okay, so we might as well. He's got a pistol. He's going to shoot the Lord of Skulls. We need a 3 and then a 6. So we get the 3. Can we get the 6? No, it's a 5.
Thought that was going to be it.
I was hoping. One more wouldn't hurt.
So Fraser has declared assault from the Demon Prince into the cultist. So I'm going to overwatch. So 20 shots. And 3 make it through. I believe I need 5s. No, I don't. I need 6s because you're toughness 6 and for nothing.
Okay, so let's make sure he gets in.
For 4,
4.
He's in. Cool, that's going to be quite painful on that side. Right, anything else going to decide they're going to charge?
These guys are going to charge into the bikes.
Both bikes or just one squad?
Both squads.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to overwatch with the bikes first of all. So do with the flamers. So 2d6, flamer from each.
9 shots.
So need him 4s to wound. So that, sir, is 4 wounds. First of all. So you might as well just hold fire because I've still got to do more shots first. And I say we'll do the other bike. So this bike here, we're going to go with the guns on the front because the flame is being held by the troop. So 6s, nope, and then we'll do from the other bike. So from the actual bikes themselves, so 6s again for 1 more wound, and then we'll go with the melter gun from that squad. Does not hit. Okay, so let's do those saves, sir.
We've got 5 demonic saves. 1 is saved.
So 4 disgusting resilience.
2.
So 3 more go down. So
go down.
cool. You can't really fail it, but let's see what you roll for the charge.
6.
Right, I'll let you pull those in.
Is going to charge the Lord of Skulls himself.
Really brave.
Really, really brave, or really, really stupid.
Cool. Right, so we're going to go to my Overwatch. So we're going to do the Demon Gore Cannon first of all. So like the previous turn I did make a mistake. I was rolling to hit with them. But do you know what? It is what it is. I still managed to hit with everything. So I'm not worried that much. So just in case you were watching it and you're screaming at the camera or screaming at the television, yeah, hold my hands up on that. Got that wrong. So they automatically hit. So D6 first of all automatically hits for 4. Now this is strength user, so we are only strength 8, so I need 4s to wound. So 1 does go through. Another is -2 at 3 damage.
So it is invul save, which is saved.
Of course you damned it. Of course you do. Right, let's work out the cannon. The Gatling cannon even. So then using the Gatling cannon, so 6s, 2 go through for no wounds. What is the chances of that? Right, so the almighty big roll, sir. Yeah, he's in. Yeah. He's loving it. He's loving it.
He's well in there.
So the big question is to yourself, which one is going to attack first?
Okay, so the Demon Prince is going to attack first. And he is going to attack with his Malefic Talon. Because he's got a Malefic Talon, he starts off with 4 attacks and he gets an extra attack. So 5 attacks into these guys. And he is hitting on 2s. A reroll a 1 because he's Demon Prince. So they all hit. And he is strength 7.
2s again.
2s again.
So 4 bite the dust. Cool, we'll take 4 from the back. This is where I'm going to be naughty, unfortunately, Fraser.
You're going to interrupt me, aren't you?
I am. 2 command points. That would have been the first one I would have attacked. But you know that anyway for next time, so that's cool. So it does mean now I get 6 attacks from that absolute beast. Because with his characteristics, it's really interesting because the more wounds he loses, the stronger, well, it doesn't get stronger, but the more attacks he gets. So he's now strength 8, but he does get an absolutely beast in combat. So 6 attacks, needing freeze. So we're going for the smash. So 2 miss. Now needing 4. No, I'm needing 2s again.
He's toughness 8.
So I'm strength 8 at the moment, but because it's times my user, so it's going to be 2s. Right. So the question is, do you get an invulnerable save in close combat?
No.
Because that is a lows and lows. I don't think you do. I'm pretty confident you don't.
I think they do. No.
So unfortunately, it's 24 saves on that thing to make. But it's -4, so unfortunately there is no saves available. Now there's a man there that's desperately looking for a rule that gives him that invulnerable save.
And I do believe it's not, no. So.
Cool. Question is, does he blow up?
Does he blow up? He blows up on 6. So let's find one. That's a 6. No, he doesn't.
Should we roll another dice, see if that's a 6?
We will command re-roll that. It is a 6! It is a 6!
Oh, that's terrible.
Now, here's the horrible bit. Because he explodes 2d6 blast radius.
Cool. So let's roll 2 dice then.
For 6
inches. So that's pretty much going to be Demon Prince, Blighted Drone, and the Lord of Skulls himself. So,
and the Plague Caster as well. Tucked away in the back.
Yeah, that's not going to help. So how many damage does it do on the explosion?
I need to double check that one. We'll do
D6 mortal wounds each.
D6 mortal wounds on the Plague Caster. For 3. So he's dead because he only had 3 wounds.
Ouch.
Onto the Bloat Drone. For 4. So he's down to 1 wound.
Now, you get disgusting resilience, so let's not forget those.
We do, don't we? No, we don't get them on mortal wounds, do we?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
It's the beautiful thing about Nurgle, those disgusting resilience.
So we'll do the disgusting resilience then. So that was 4 wounds on him. So 3 go through.
So straight away that does make a big difference.
It does, yeah.
So then the 3 mortal wounds that you had on your Plague Caster.
So 2 go through, so he's got 1. So actually he's back on the board with 1 wound.
And then the Demon Prince.
Now here's where we want some big numbers. For 3.
I can live with that. So that leaves me with 3 wounds left. So I'm going to flip the dice, so where that would have been 3 wounds lost already. So I'm just going to do it the other way around. So I've got 3 wounds left.
Now's where we want a 6. Onto the Lord of Skulls.
Of course, yeah. I forgot all about him.
And it's a 6. 6 mortal wounds.
So that leaves me down to 3 wounds left. So Wimple we're going to leave up there.
The knight goes back to sleep.
That was really, really, really brutal. Cool. So what is going to be the next round of combat, sir?
It is going to be the Plague Bearers.
Cool. So I'll let you work out the dice.
This one first.
So 5 attacks going into that lonely little bike.
Yep. So 4s. 3 go through, and these are strength 4 against toughness.
Toughness 5.
5, so 5s. and does 1 wound.
Saved.
Okay. Now the big one. 16 attacks on these guys. 17 attacks because of the plague bringer. And plague weapons, so I can re-roll the ones.
So 4 saves. There is no minuses on this, is there?
No AP, just 1 damage each.
So 1 does go through, which I will put onto this back one. So that'll be the Sarge. Cool. So my attack's back.
So it's your attack's back now, yeah.
So 1 attack from him does nothing, and then 4 attacks back from the other squad. 1 goes through, and for no wounds because your toughness 4. So that is it. So morale checks, if any. So
are you going to attack back on the prince?
Yes, good shout. I'm going to scurry myself forward 3 inches and work out how many attacks can get in there. Okay, so my attack's back, so I need 4s followed by 6s. They never intended to attack the Demon Prince, but it was to bait him away from everything else. So this is now where I need to get 6s. So that is 3 wounds, sir.
3 wounds. So, because of his relic, he's got a 2-up save. Now, here's where you don't want to see the saves. So he saves 2 of them, and 1 goes through.
With a disgusting
but
resilience.
He's got a disgusting resilient of 4-up, because he's revoltingly resilient as his warlord trait, which goes through.
He loves it.
So now, for each one that's saved, I roll a dice. On a 4-up, you get a mortal wound.
So there's 1 more.
2 dead.
2 dead. Okay, so while we're there, we might as well do the morale check. For 2, so 2 onto 6, so 2 more die. So the question is, can I use 2 command points to pull them out and put them full strength somewhere else? I'll have a look into that one because that'd be really cheeky right now. Pulled that Demon Prince right out of action. Okay, let's go into Khorne's next turn. End of movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines. So the Demon Prince is jumped over and pulled himself up to this plague caster. Lord of Skulls is really slow now. It's only moving 4 inches with only having 4 wounds. Because of the it will not die, I do generate a wound back, so now it puts him up to 4. Spent 2 command points, brought the cultist back on, so I pulled him away and put him 9 inches away from the spellcaster. So in a sec, I'm going to get some cheeky shots off. Over here, the bikes have pulled out. We don't want nothing to do with them whatsoever, so they've pulled out of combat and they've just moved there 14 inches away. And my Exalted Champion, he's also advanced and he's running away as well because he doesn't. Who likes zombies? No one wants to be in the face of zombies coming towards them. And so let's go into shooting. So first of all, we're going to go las cannons into the blighted drone. So freeze, all hit, and then need him freeze. So that's 3 invulnerable saves, sir. So 2 do go through, which is enough to kill it, but 2d6, so it's 9 disgusting resilience. And with those dice, I believe you can do it.
I hope so.
No, but you gave it a good attempt. Does it blow up?
Right, I'm going to spend a command point on putrid detonation.
Which is a really good shout, because then...
Which means it automatically blows up.
Which is good. So then, what are we looking at?
D6 wounds, I think, 7 inches.
So mortal wounds dishing out nice left, right, and centre. So that puts the Lord of Skulls back to 3 wounds. Demon Prince will put me down to 2 wounds. And does your Playcaster get it as well?
No, he's too far away.
What a lucky fella. Okay, so again, tank's done well. So we're going to go with the Lord of Skulls next, and we're going to use the Demon Gorge Cannon. So he's going to shoot from there straight over to the Plague Bearers. So we've got over 20 dice, haven't we? 20 guys in there.
In the Plague Bearers, yes.
Cool. So I'm reading something else, so don't worry about that. So D6 shots for 4. They automatically hit. And I need 2, sir. So 2 invulnerable saves.
Do you get to re-roll the ones because you're next to the Prince?
No, because they automatically hit. So just 2 invulnerable saves, but thank you for...
No.
2 disgusting resilience.
No.
2 go down. So that does now mean...
disappear.
So there's no longer that -1 to hit. So that's really handy at the moment. So the Gatling Cannon is going to shoot into the same target. Next thing to shoot is going to be the Demon Prince. He's going to shoot his bolter into the Playcaster. So 2 shots, hitting 2s. Re-rolling that 1. Still a 1 to wound. No, it does not wound. Actually rolled another dice. Over here, we're going to go with these boys shooting into those. So, black one being the plasma gun. So, no longer got the minuses to it. So, freeze, followed by 4s and freeze. So, only 1 save, sir. So, 1 5 up followed by a 5 up.
No.
That's it.
So 1 more dice.
Cool. I think that is all the shooting done. So going for combat, we're going to go the Lord of Skulls. He's going to charge into the little dude on his own in the back.
Playcaster.
Playcaster. As you can tell, I'm really good with names when it comes to this. So the Playcaster, is he going to do his Overwatch?
He is going to do his Overwatch. He has a pistol. So let's see if we can get the Nurgle 6. No.
So 5 and a 6. He's definitely in there. And Demon Prince, he's going to do the same, but no fears of Overwatch. Yeah, he's in there as well. I think I might have rolled all my 6s. We're going to go with the Lord of Skulls first of all. I'm going to go with the slash attack. I think that... no, we're going to go straight in with the smash. So we're going to go in with 8 hits. So let's go with 7 first of all and re-roll 1. Re-roll that one. So that one misses. And then just needing 2s. That's right, that in many vulnerable saves. So I really don't think you're going to be able to do it on the...
no.
It will not die.
So he doesn't have an invulnerable save. So
you're not going to do it on the disgusting resilience. Because each one of those is 6 dice.
no.
No, he's definitely
He's
gone.
definitely dead.
Cool. So that means I get to slingshot myself 3 inches with that, and the other guy, which is what I'm after. And that is the end of Khorne's turn. Movement for the Death Guard. We've had a little bit of advancement coming off from the Plague Bearers. So 2 of them have managed to get themselves up there to hold 1 objective, as the rest are starting to pull themselves forward to cause some nuisance to my Chaos Space Marines down here. Over the back, the Demon Prince's advance, unfortunately was unlucky on the advance roll, he only got 2, but the other Demon Prince pulling themselves in for the smite onto the Demon Prince and onto the Lord of Skulls. which is the right thing to do. So that's pretty cool. So let's go into the psychic phase. So going into psychic, so I believe the first one is going to be smite.
It is, and the Demon Prince is going on to the Lord of Skulls. So smite goes off on 6. Big numbers now. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So it's leaving me down with 1 mortal wound. 1 mortal wound. 1 wound left on him.
The Herald is going to cast Smite on him as well, which doesn't go off. I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that. Still doesn't go off. Did I pick your dice up by mistake?
I think you did. I think we swapped dice.
Okay, so this guy's going to cast Miasma of Pestilence onto these, and it goes off.
Cool. So that's now -1 to hit.
Yes.
Those horrible, horrible things.
Yes.
Cool. So shooting phase for the Death Guard. There is nothing there to shoot because there's no more guns left on the table for him to shoot. Combat wise, nothing is going to charge.
No.
And I don't blame him. He's going to stand put. But it might be game over, unfortunately, for some of those units coming up next. Let's move into Khorne's turn. And let's see what happens. So just a quick recap on the objectives. So Fraser does hold 2 objectives, 1 here and 1 here. I only hold 2 objectives, so we draw on the objectives, and he doesn't kill anything, so it does mean I get the bonus 1 for the kill. Let's definitely now move on to the Khorne's turn. End of movement for the Khorne Space Marines. All the World Eaters. So the Lord of Skulls has just pulled himself 4 inches up further. So he's got his sights set on other things. Bikes are now turned around and now going to start gunning back down. And these boys are going to hold their ground and take on the Plague Bearers. Tank is going to stay put. So let's go into shooting. So going first of all with the shooting, we're going to go to 4 las cannons. And they're going to shoot into the Plague Bearers. So needing 4s because he has got the spell off. 2 go through. Needing 2s. 2 invulnerable saves, sir. He loves it. He does not care. Okay, so we'll go with the bikes next. So we'll go with the flamers. So we're going to do all the bikes at the same time. So 2 flamers, 2d6. Says 5. That's 8 hits. So, needing 4s. So that is 4 wounds, sir. So 3 disgusting resilience.
No.
So 3 more bite the dust. And then we'll go in with the melter gun. Does nothing. And let's work out the guns. So the combi porters on the front of the bike. So rapid firing, being within 12. So needing 4, and then just needing 4s to wound, which wasn't that great. It wasn't too bad. 6 saves, so it's not too bad at all.
It's 6 demonics, and not one of them is made. But we are disgustingly resilient.
A horrible, disgusting resilience.
And we make 1. So 5 more are dead.
So we're going to do some rapid firing from the Chaos Space Marines into them. So the black ones being the plasma. So needing 3s on the blacks, 4s on the whites.
Re-roll the black because it's cocked.
Would be, wouldn't it? Cool.
Still a 5.
So that is 4 invulnerable saves, but one of them being the plasma, so that'll do a different chance. No one.
So
yeah, go on. So 4.
So we'll do these ones first. And disgustingly resilient, which they all saved. And the plasma was
saved
on disgusting resilient.
No worries. And that's really gutting. Okay, so the warp bolter at the back, he's going to shoot it at the Poxbringer at the back. So 2 dice, 2 hit, 1 wound, sir.
We'll check his. Who saves it again?
On disgusting resilient. Horrible. Okay, so just leaving the big gun, the big boy left to fire. So I'm going to shoot the belly gun into your demon prince. So D6 shots for 4, automatically hit. I think I just double check the stats on it because it's not as strong.
It's toughness 6.
It's toughness 6, so strength 5 now. So I need 5s. So 2 go through. So 2 invulnerable, say, sir. So 1 does go through. Now this is 3 damage.
So because of his warlord trait, his disgustingly resilient is revolting resilient, which is a 4 up, and he saves it.
So you got 2 more.
2 more. And 2 go through.
And then the Gatling, has to be the same one because I haven't declared. So the Gatling, 12 shots, 3s, re-rolling the 1s because the Demon Prince. Now I need 3s because it's strength 8. So that is 4 saves, sir. So this is at -2.
So 4 demonics. 1 of them is saved.
2 damage apiece.
2 damage apiece. Three is saved. 3 go through. So he's down to 3 wounds.
That makes it a bit more bearable. Cool. So that's end the shooting for himself. Let's go into combat. The Demon Prince. He's going to charge into the Demon Prince versus Demon Prince.
Yep.
So needing a 7. We get it. I was panicking then. I ain't gonna lie, I did panic and think it wasn't going to happen.
There's no Overwatch because he doesn't have the Warp Bolter.
Nope, and then the Lord of Skulls, he's going to charge into the little herald at the front. And he's also in. Okay, so 4 basic. Because I am World Eaters and I have forgot this again, you get the +1. And because I've gone with Corn, I get another one. So that's quite a lot of attacks going in. So, needing 2s. Now, I'm needing 3s. So that is 3 gone through, sir.
3 normal attack.
So these are 3 invulnerable saves. So 1 does go through, so that's 3 damage. Okay, so that's not what you want. So he's down to 1 wound left.
It's down to 1 wound. However, because of his suppurating plate, and I saved
2.
He gets wounds back on a 4 up.
These mortal wounds, or they
These are mortal wounds. So we don't get any. I picked your dice up yet again.
The curse of the chaos dice is awesome. And then we're going to go with the Lord of Skulls being next. So now he's got a whopping 8 attacks. I'm not going to bother slashing it because I don't need to with that amount of attacks. So 3s. All of a sudden you're getting to think maybe that was a stupid choice. So 2 invulnerable saves there. 1 does go through, but that is 6 damage. Maybe that slash attack was the right choice. No, he's dead. Thank God for that.
Dead. He's definitely dead.
I was getting into panic then, thinking, oh, that was a silly choice. That is it. So I didn't charge with anything else.
The Prince will attack Prince back.
Yes, he will.
So he has 4 attacks as standard, but we're going to attack with a Malefic Talon, which gives him an extra attack. So he's going to hit on 2s.
Reroll on the 1s.
Rerolling the 1s. So they all hit. Now this is strength user, so strength 7 against
Toughness 6.
Toughness 6.
Freeze.
So freeze.
So
That is 4 wounds.
4 insanable saves. So 2 do go through, and that's enough to kill him.
It is.
Did not foresee that one happening. But it is what it is, so I think I know what the next outcome is going to be. That's a really good move. Okay, cool. So let's move into Nurgle's next turn. End of movement for the demons of Nurgle. Nurgle Prince is pulling himself forward, and so has the Plague Bearers over here. So what we're going to go with psychic-wise. Right, so we are going to cast Smite from this guy onto the Lord of Skulls, and Miasma of Pestilence onto these guys to make them -1 to hit. So we'll try for Smite first, which does go off. I'm going to use the Scorn of Sorcery. So on a 4, so 1 command point, 4+. Shame I can't use command dice on that one. How many damage does it do? Let's see the big Nurgle 6. It does 2. 2 damage. Okay, so that is enough to kill it. Does he explode? 4+. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. He doesn't blow up. So he's done what he needed to do. So that is an outcome I did not foresee happening. But that is friggin' awesome. So nice work there, Fraser, pulling that back. So Pestilence next. Yep. Warp charge of 6, which goes off. So these guys are -1 to hit. Awesome. Let's go into shooting. Nope. No shooting. We'll go straight into combat. Straight into a combat. So the Plague Bearers are going to charge into the bikes. Cool. So let's do some Overwatch. So 2 Flamers first of all. Are you charging both units or just one? Both units, yeah. Sorry, I should have declared. That's alright, just double check. So that at that point is 7. For 4 wounds, sir. 4 wounds, so 4 demonic saves. We'll make 1. No AP. 2, so 2 die on the Overwatch. Melt gun. Nope. And then let's work out the bolt shot. And then for the bolters, 6s again. That's a lot of 6s. 5. And then needing 4s. 2 more. No, so 1 more dies. So you can't refail the charge and that, so you're in with that. No, I'm in with that. Cool, so let's move straight into the combat phase. So I'll let you work out how many attacks you need on the bikes. So we've got 7 attacks on 4s, 2, 3 go through, and then 5s. Which none of them go through. Cool. So we'll do my attacks back. So bike number 1. 3 go through because you still got the -1. 1 damage, sir. One more is dead. And then the other bike, 1 attack, hits, another wound. Where's my disgusting resilience gone now? Cool, so at the end of that, just a morale check to take on these boys. So how many did you lose that turn? I lost 6. Yeah, 6. Cool, so roll the dice.
or spend 2 command points and automatically pass a morale test.
You've got the command points left to do it, yeah?
I will do that.
Cool. That's what it is. So end of movement. The tank. End of movement. I do apologise, we forgot all about the fan. But the tank has just slightly moved over, just so you can get line of sight of the demon prints. Over here the bikes have pulled out of combat. Because we need to let other things do what they've got to do. So let's go into. So we're going to start with the tank first of all. So that is going to be onto the demon prints. I'm going to use Veterans of the Long War, which is 1 command point, which gives me +1 to wound. So needing 4s because I have moved. So that's cool. Now I only need 2s to wound. So that, sir, is 3 invulnerable saves, so no pressure.
And we make 1.
So, discussion resilience, you need to do 6.
So 6 4-ups. And we make 2, so 4 damage go through, which is enough to kill him because he only had 1 wound left.
But he has been worth his weight in gold.
He has been, yeah.
So, once again, the tank has done what is needed to do.
Definitely up for a promotion.
Damn right. Shooting here, we're going to do rapid fire from there into them. So, blacks being the plasma. That's a lot of 1s there. Okay, so blacks needing 3s, whites needing 4s. So that is 3 invulnerable saves, sir. Two do make it. 1 discussion resilience.
Made again.
God damn ya. That is all that can shoot you. Do I go for the charge? No, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold the ground there. So at the end of that, I hold 3 objectives to your 2. So there's a point for me on that.
Yep.
And I have killed something, so I have got a point on that. So let's move into the Nurgle's next turn.
Okay.
So going into psychic phase, so there's only 1 sorcerer left on the pitch.
There is.
And what's he going to go with?
He is going to cast Smite onto the Marines.
So straight down onto these. And you. So 2 mortal wounds to leave me down to 3 left. So not enough to cause a morale check. And there's nothing going to be charging this turn. So at the end of that, you don't hold any more than me.
Don't hold any.
And you haven't killed any. Cool, so let's move into Khorne's last turn. So going in for that last bit of shooting, we're going to start off with the tank first of all, the Predator. So 4 shots into the plate bearers. So needing 3s, 1 miss, and then needing 2s. So 3 invulnerable saves, sir. So then damage. So 1, you've got 2 discussing resilience on one of them first of all, which you make, and then both. 4.
And we make 2.
So only 1 dies. Kind of a bit gutted on that. Okay, so we're going to the flamer. So the bike is now going to flamer into the plague bearers for 6. That's what we need. Some big numbers, and then needing 4s. So that is, sir, 4 saves onto your plague bearer. So 4 invulnerable saves. So now 3 disgusting resilience. For 1 more. And then we'll go with the combi bolter for 1. For 1 more save. No, so that's 2 more dead from the rapid firing from the last guys. So we're going to do the same thing again. The black is being the plasma. So need and freeze. That's not too bad. And then freeze and fours. So you have 3 invulnerable saves, sir. So 2 go through, 2 disgusting resilience. So 1 more dies, and I think that leaves you with just 1 more.
It does, yeah.
No, you've got 2 guys there. One's laying on his back. So that does. Leaving me with the bikes left to shoot onto the dude in the middle. So flame first of all for 5. So needing 4s. So 2 saves on him first of all. 1 disgusting resilience.
No, so he takes 1 wound.
So we do the melter. Hits, wounds. So you really do need to save this one. Of course you do. Right, let's work out the bolt of fire. Now the guns on the bikes themselves. So now needing 4s. So that is 4 saves, sir. So 4 disgusting resilience. Always he is a dead donut. That is it. He is gone.
1.
And then it's just a morale check left for that one dude in the corner,
which he's not gonna pass.
If you got to this point, we really do appreciate you taking the time to watch this battle report.
Yeah.
This has been a fun battle report for both of us.
It's been a big learning curve.
So the end score for this was 11:26. It does sound like I've gone miles ahead from that, but coming towards the end of that battle report, you know, it did start turning around the other way quite quickly.
Yeah.
As soon as my big guns and my big hitters are gone, yeah, I kind of knew that if you got the smite off, it was game over. And I didn't expect your demon prince to kill mine in combat. I thought I had that in the bag.
Yeah, it's the separating plate that does it.
Yeah, well, it's not so much on that. Yeah, well, because you're chucking the wounds back, which is freaking horrible, really, really horrible.
Yeah.
But even still, it was a really cool game, really cool game to play. Really enjoyed it. So tournament-wise, are we ready? Is this the list we're going to go with?
This will be the list that I take. I definitely need to get a few more practice games in with it, but 100%. It is the list I will be taking. Yeah.
So going through that, as we've just been talking, like there's a couple of things that could have been done differently to make that a little bit more effective and for the tournament wise. So like with the blighted drones, being more aggressive with them, choosing your targets, you know, going for different targets, opposed to, because with ICT it's about you've got to kill more to get that extra bonus point. Yeah. So with the blighted drones, instead of charging them where they went, going more for the troops, because that's what they're designed for, to wipe out troops. But otherwise, I think a couple more games, practice games between now and the tournament, I think you're going to do really well with it.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, it's not top tier, top table, we know that, but
no, definitely.
This is where you're going to prove me wrong and you're going to smash everyone at the tournament, which would be really cool.
It's all about the disgustingly resilient.
Yeah, that's it. And I'll tell you what, that disgusting resilience was absolutely...
They come through when you need them. Really,
really strong. There was times where I thought I had him, and it was just like, yep, no worries, there you go, save, get out of it. It's been a real eye opener. But guys, listen, I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch this battle report. If you like what you see, it helps us out massively if you do hit the like and subscribe, and we really do appreciate it. If you get to take time to comment down below, we do appreciate that as well. But again, thanks for the time, and we'll catch you all soon. Cheers.
See ya.